You've known about the new federal state of China for a long time now. What do you think of the latest developments in terms of the CCP's infiltration of America?
Well, I think I've spoken at either 2 or 3 of your anniversary events, so I feel like an OG NFSC supporter. And you guys really have always been ahead of the curve, and I think really responsible for changing the narrative about what people think of when it comes to China, because they understand the distinction between the people and the evil, repressive ruling regime that's in power. And I think what you guys have been so expert on doing is having Americans understand that our ruling class, our political elites here, and their offspring are no different from the Chinese Communist Party and their princelings, both in the lawfare tactics that they use, right? The three warfares doctrine, it seems like that's what we see going on here in the United States right now. But I think you guys have really done such a wonderful job of the messaging on that and having people understand that while we might be in the United States right now, if we don't understand the threat that the Chinese Communist Party not will pose, but poses currently, it's not going to feel like America very longer. And I think the other really important point that you guys have done a wonderful job of underscoring is that it's not just about what's going on in Xinjiang. It's not just about the human rights abuses. That's a big part of it, but it's about so much more. It is about the complete, total, and utter capture, not just of the Department of Justice here, but every institution, every branch of government here in the United States by the Chinese Communist Party. We saw it firsthand with COVID, right? Both the response, the investigation into the origins of it. And I really think that if Americans don't wake up, and it's really in part to what you guys have been doing, like I said, it's not going to feel like America much longer. It's going to be America with CCP characteristics, and I don't think any of us want that.
No, not at all. You talk about the infiltration, you talk about the coronavirus, COVID-19, or CCP virus as we call it. How do you think CCP virus and the pandemic that it's developed to today is affecting America?
Oh, I mean, I think it severely impacted the outcome of the 2020 election. But what I think it really did was it made Western elites realize that if they play into the tactics that the Chinese Communist Party has used, which is ruling by fear, ruling as authoritarians, using, policies and regulations like lockdowns and mask mandates and vaccine mandates, that it actually works, right? The Chinese model, I know we were supposed to change China when we let them into the World Trade Organization, but now it seems like China, the Chinese Communist Party, really has changed us, has changed our ruling class. And I think the way that they treat American citizens, whether it's the lawfare, whether it's the vaccine mandates, the mask mandates, it's no different than what Xi Jinping is doing to his own citizens. Really, subjects is probably a better way to describe it.